to be in Sheffield, really. And this is just marvelous. We have lights. Yay! We have music and dance. Yeah, okay, maybe the dance part. No. We have a fantastic venue. Have you noticed they put this sort of like a chandelier kind of thing? Yeah, light bulb moments here. And we have the best looking audience members I've ever had. Yeah! Because everybody's beautiful in a face masky way, right? Because you don't know. So you just imagine they're beautiful. Oh my God, I'm happy to be in Sheffield, the Steel City. Give me a cheer if you're from Sheffield. And did you know, here, there's one man. Everybody else from somewhere. But they told me that this place is the first factory of stainless steel. This is the only cutlery I got here, but hey, somewhere around here there's cutlery that is stainless steel, folks. We're going to have a great show. It has been a long time coming, and my name is Sonia. I am from Spain, a country where every year we have a summer, and it lasts for more than a week. Just saying. I come from a family of Spanish Catholics, which are like Irish Catholics, but sad. Growing up, there were so many crucifixes on the wall that when I watched the movie Carrie, I thought her house was minimalist. That's how bad it was. Sheffield. And you know how they say, God be with you? No, in my family they say, guilt be with you forever. I went to a nun school as a very young child, and they prepared us for life, which meant marriage. Unless you were ugly, and then you got to be a nun. So I came to this country. I see many people are not from Sheffield. Give me a cheer if you're not from the UK. Don't worry, I'm not immigration. This is just I came to this country because Spain is in an economic crisis. I lost my job because of the crisis. Oh. I lost my flat because of the crisis. I lost my husband because of a whore neighbor. So it had nothing to do with the crisis. And we pray for the crisis to finish. We used to pray to the picture of the Pope. Now there's a picture of Angela Merkel. Germans, give! Any Germans in the room? No, this is comedy. It's not going to happen. Folks, and I do speak with a slightly American twang, yeah? This is a problem, because every time I go to the United States, immigration stops me and says, you don't sound Spanish. And I say, well, if it's a test, I can ponle alegría a tu cuerpo Macarena, ponle alegría a tu cuerpo cosa buena. No, I don't say that, of course I don't say that. What I really say is, please, Mr. Officer, let me into your beautiful country. Arriba. Which is actually Mexican, so right? Because in Spain we don't say arriba, right? In Spain what we say is ole. So Sheffield, on the count of 1, 2, 3, give me your best ole. 1, 2, 3. Ole! Oh, brilliant! I have some great news for you. You are now fluent. Yeah. Because ole is the only word you need in Spain. You're happy, ole! You're sad, ole. You're annoyed, ole. And you are in the bedroom just about to, what do you say? You say, ole! Sometimes it doesn't work like that. You're in the bedroom and you kind of say, ole? It depends on them. I came to this country. I was happy at first, although some people say, oh, taking our jobs, these effing foreigners. Which is not true, folks, not true. I have gone to the job center. And I have seen so many lazy people who don't want to do anything. They're called the job seeker advisors. And And truth be told, they found me a job as a Zumba instructor. I am not a proud woman, right? I go to that Zumba job. There is an audition, right? You guys want to see my audition? Okay, so count me down, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia, bamba, 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 bamba. What did you think, Sheffield man? He says, just say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, you were right. They said I was shit. So I miss Spain. I miss Spain. I haven't seen my family since the lockdown. That's really hard. It's been bad. And I don't know about you guys, but I hope this is the end, right? Because I am feeling like my debit card. Contactless and reaching my limit, right? And of course we have this family Zoom thing, but to be honest, family Zoom time is beginning to feel like I'm doing time. I am not a negative person. But if you ask me, is the glass half empty or half full? I'll say, is the glass clean, right? Because everything happened because people weren't following the rules. And by people, I mean me too. I have to say, but why weren't we not following the rules? I'll tell you why. Because of the name coronavirus. They might as well have called it Heineken virus or Budweiser. Who's going to take that seriously? As for COVID-19 sounds like an energy drink, right? So they needed to change this virus from the start. They should have called it something like the Hitler virus, right? or go a little Hollywood, the plague, a sequel, so that we would. I miss my family. I don't miss all my family because, I come from a huge Catholic family. Huge. There are so many of us that we could create our own country. It's called Spain. Yeah, because we are a family. 72 first cousins and me. Yes, 72 first cousins and me. Most of us products of that clever Catholic tradition, the rhythm method. How many of you come from a large family? Yeah, I can tell right away. Yeah, you have that face. Yeah, that face that says, I can't hear myself think. I think what saved my family was that we went to live in the United States, right, as a child. It was a big thing back then. I remember my parents packing. They'd be going like, I want to live in America. Everything's good in America. Don't sing that in customs. Not a good idea. But things were great in America. The school, the classroom, instead of scary saints, it was the Muppets, right? And Kermit the Frog. I ran home. Madre, here, God is green. And they pray, it's not easy to be green. We lived in upstate New York, very close to the Canadian border, and people left their doors open. I kept thinking, oh my God, I'm glad my Uncle Antonio isn't here, because he's the thief of the family. People were confused too. I remember an American lady asked my mom, what's the difference between a tortilla and a pancake? My mom goes, obesity? My mom learned about feminism for the very first time. She turns to my dad and says, I am not doing the household chores alone anymore, eh? My dad turns around, children, help your mother. So eventually we went back to Spain, and I became a feminist. Yeah, not hardcore. I don't burn my bras, no, because bras are expensive, ladies, right? And hard to find one that fits. Buying a bra is like buying a mobile phone. Yeah, too much choice. You feel self-conscious trying it on, and the vendor's going on and on about wireless and support. So eventually, because America taught me that we can do anything, I became an engineer. 120 students in that class. I was the smartest girl in the class. Never mind, I was the only girl in the class. So I graduated. Imagine my Spanish parents. So proud. My mom used to go, "This is my daughter. She an engineer." Now I'm doing comedy. She says, "This is my daughter. She a disappointment." So that's sort of like a summarized version of my story, and this is when I'm getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to touch you. No, don't worry, because, Pippa here, I said, no touching, no touching. I was wanting to touch before the COVID, so no, because Spanish people were very touchy-feely, aren't we, yeah? I mean, the first job I got here, serious job, the manager presented everybody, and I go, "Hi." I thought I was being friendly. Everybody thought I was sexually needy, right? So don't worry, no touching, but just because we're a small crowd, what is your name, sir, and what do you do for a living?
I'm retired. My name is Simon.
Simon, retired. Oh my God, Simon.
Retired. No, retired.
Retired, Simon. Oh my God, you're such a man. I wish I was retired. Simon, and what did you do before?
I was a community nurse.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Simon, you're a hero. You're a hero. What about, is this your? Are you? Yeah. How long have you been together?
A long time, too long to remember.
Too long to remember. Oh my God, he looks like a good guy. What did you do for a living?
I'm a winner too.
You're a super winner.
I'm retired and I was a teacher.
Oh my God! What did you teach? I'm a teacher. Oh yeah! This was not set up, folks. I swear to God, this was. Oh my God! What did you teach?
I taught little children.
Double winner! So Simon, and what was your name, ma'am?
Barbara.
Barbara and Simon. And what about you, couple in the back? Are you Spanish, by the way? Where are you from? And what is your name?
Zaragoza.
Zaragoza. And what is your name?
Paula.
Paula. What are you doing here, man? Is this
Because of him.
is this the reason? Okay,
Yeah.
so my God, you better have money and a lot. Yeah, because my grandmother, she always said there are two types of men. Poor and rich. So I hope you're doing good. What is your name, sir? And what do you do for a living? Doesn't want to answer.
Richard, and design manager.
Richard, and you're a design
Manager.
manager. Okay.
Engineer.
Back to Simon, man. You're not giving me any. So are you married? Paula from Sonias.
No, we get married in October.
October, because of the Brexit thing? Okay, no, okay.
No, we need us here, so.
Yeah, okay. You'll hear about my story. So how long have you been here, Paula?
9 years.
Okay, so you're like super EU settlement. No problem with that. He's laughing. Listen, guys, yeah. You'll be asking for the Spanish passport real soon. Yeah. A designer person. What about you, ma'am? Are you Spanish too?
No, I'm Portuguese.
Okay, Portuguese. Where from?
Lisboa.
Lisboa. I love Lisboa.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'm working in a charity for refugee support.
Oh my God, you're such a winner! I don't have another one, but such a winner. Well, welcome Portugal, and some of you are from the migration. What is your name? Yeah, you look sort of like Harry Potter, son. Can you just stand up? We brought Harry Potter here, yeah. Sam, welcome. How are you? Good that this is happening. Pippa here. Are you guys? No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. How long have you been?
2.5 years.
She doesn't know, he doesn't, okay. Learn from Simon and Barbara, fucking hell, they know. Folks, I think we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. So what usually happens, well, you will tell me, in Spain, when we get together and have friends, what we usually do is we have a meal, right? We eat. Now, we can't bring food in here, but I thought of the next best thing. Hang on, talk amongst yourselves. brought a tapas menu for you. Yeah, so what is gonna happen, we're gonna share this. This is like a tapas topics, right? So what we're gonna do is, you guys are gonna pick a tapa, I'll talk about it, and then you will decide whether it's a good one, or Michelin star, or, do you get the, yeah? So we're gonna ask Simon, because I think he looks really responsible. Barbara, is he responsible, or?
No, yes.
Yeah, she's gonna, I'm not sure, okay. So Simon, we're gonna start with you. Pick your favorite tapa here, and we will get started with this tapa menu.
Tortilla.
Tortilla, tourist tortilla, right. Now, how many of you have gone to Spain for a holiday? Yeah. Sam, where did you go? Okay, he can't remember. Too much sangria, Sam, too much sangria. Okay, you have the Ibiza look, Some people come here and have the Magalufi. No, you have the Ibiza. Now, there's been complaints in Magaluf because men in stag do's, they go around naked. Now, I think that's nice because all they want to do is expose themselves to a different culture. And they interviewed one of the shopkeepers, and he goes, yes, we sell a lot of Factor 50. They don't want to burn their little churritos. Oh, I don't want to know that. And an American lady asked me, do you still have donkey rides in Spain? The only mule rides left in Spain are cartel people bringing in drugs, right? And they're bringing them in their cuchinis. If they're men, in their culos. So now the sniffer dogs in the airports, they have a valid reason to smell your crotch. You can't push them away. And I think those dogs are going like, I love this job. Oh man, anybody been to Benidorm? Can you just say yes? Oh yeah, you're Benidorm. Okay, thank you. Just say yes because this is the next part. Has anybody been to Benidorm?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. Well, I went to Benidorm. I got stung by a cowardly jellyfish. Absolutely no backbone. And then I got into Spanish yoga. You lay out your mat, you fall asleep. Nama siesta. There's so many people in Benidorm that are from the UK. Supermarkets now have a massive UK section, full of pot noodles. I've never seen so many flavors in my life. I pick one up, paella flavor. Never mind, paella is rice. Cultural appropriation gone to pots. Ladies and gentlemen, English is my second language, so I am really proud of my puns. Get with me on them. Get with me. Oh, for those who have gone to Spain, in immigration, have you noticed we never ask, are you here on business or pleasure? Are you gonna spend money in my country? Bienvenido, welcome! You could be Jack the Ripper. Bienvenido, welcome! Russian mobsters. Bienvenido, welcome! East End gangsters. Bienvenido, welcome! They're all in the Costa del Sol. We want to welcome them so much so that we are renaming Paula the Costa del Sol to Costa del Crime. Bienvenido, welcome! Everything is really spick and span in that Costa. Very clean. Even the euro bills are clean. Thanks to money laundering. Yeah! So today, you know what we are telling British people living in Spain? Please don't go back to where you come from. We need your money. So much so, an Englishman said to me, Sonia, I've been living in Marbella for 16 years. I've never learned one word of Spanish. And I go, what an amazing accomplishment! Because the word for no is no. Sometimes when I tell people I'm from Spain, for some reason they hold me responsible for the holidays. They'll go, we went to Spain and it rained for 2 whole weeks. I go, well, I'll look into it. I don't know. I went to Barcelona and I was robbed. Well, cousins only operate in Madrid. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And that is tourist tortilla. What did you think, Sheffield Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's getting there. He's a hard, he's really from the north. He's a hard nut to crack, but we'll get it. Next.
Me again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or do you want to give it to Barbara? Because you seem exhausted.
No, Mum's mash.
Mom's mash. Okay, so my mother's not happy that I am here, right? I live in London. She goes, ever since you go to the London, you have become a miserable person. I go, Mom, you have to adapt to the culture. Everybody in London. She goes, I pray for you. I pray to Jesus, Mary, Joseph. No, not Joseph, a stupid carpenter. Bringing up a stranger's child. With your father is different, he doesn't know. But it's true. In Spain, it's difficult to be miserable, right? Because you get there, sun shining, vitamin D, boost your serotonin levels. All of a sudden, don't worry, be happy. And you don't even need the spiffy, right? You go to a Tapas Restaurant, order a meal, and all of a sudden I'm the happiest girl in the whole sunny Spain. Bring me some more Rioja, right? That's how it's hard to be unhappy in Spain. The only people that are unhappy in Spain are the weather girls. Right, because they'll be going like, today, sun. Tomorrow, sun. Rest of the effing year, sun. They all want to come here to the British. This is where it's happening for the weather people. This is the Silicon Valley of the weather people. And you see them on TV, they'll be going like, cloudy for many, but it might change. We have sun, fog, rain, hail, we're coming a hurricane. And I always wondered, why are these people so happy? Right? I'll tell you why they're happy. Because it doesn't matter if they get it wrong. Ask any British person, hey, what's up with that weather? Oh, they never get it right. What kind of profession never gets it right? I got it wrong one time and I was fired quicker than you can say, well, whatever the weather. Oh. So my mom comes from the traditional part of Spain, Extremadura. And so very early on, she taught us the language of the fans. I'm going to teach you the language of the fans. Fans have a meaning, folks. And this is the meaning. Yeah. Don't look so excited, photographer. So whenever you see something like this, she's tight, yeah, hard to get. But when you see this, at least 5 kids, right? And then sometimes you see this. I'll leave that to your imagination. Last time I was in my parents' house, there was a false fire alarm. My mom comes rushing out with her prized possession, a jewelry box. And I go, Mom, you do not have jewelry. And she goes, yes, but the neighbors don't know. So that got me to thinking, what would be your prized possession, if you could take one thing from your home? What would it be? What would it be, Portugal? You could take one thing from your home.
A photo album, I think?
Totally, woman of my heart. That's what I would take. Because, do you know in those planes when they say, leave all your valuables behind? No, plane is going down, but I'm taking my photo album, right? What about you, Sheffield?
Oh, my wedding ring.
Oh my God, the wedding ring just fucked up that joke for me, but oh my God.
Yeah, and my wedding ring, and the other one as well.
And the other, hey!
The other ring.
Hey, there you go, Sheffield, he's breaking down. Yeah, heart from the north, but we'll get it. The best answer I've gotten, a lady from New Orleans. She says, well, I take my 3 kids, but they'd be carrying my shoes. That's totally me. And that's Mom's mash. Simon, are we convincing you or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Barbara, you take it on next. Because he's exhausted.
Okay. Culture cauldron.
Culture cauldron? People ask me what is the biggest difference. Paola, see if you agree with me. Biggest cultural difference between Spain and the UK. Biggest cultural difference is farts in lifts. Farts in lifts. Hold on. In Spain, somebody farts in a lift, every single person in that lift says, ¿Quién fue el cerdo que se tiró el pelo? Right? In this country, somebody farts in a lift. This is what happens. Nobody says anything. Once I heard a very British lady whisper, I wish they wouldn't make those personal noises. Personal noises? The other cultural difference is hugs. Yes. Spanish people, we hug. We hug with passion. So much passion that sometimes group hugs turn into orgies. That's how much we... and the Brits have one hug. It's called the A hug. Oh, let's not touch private parts. Because something might happen. Listen, if you are getting randy because of a hug, you need to hug more, right? So I'm going to teach you a couple of hugs. First hug you ever learn in Spain is the smelly ant hug. The ant comes. Sonita, little Sonia, come and give your Aunt Carmen a hug. And the child will immediately learn to do. Second hug, the dancing hug. You meet your friend you haven't seen for ages, and all of a sudden, da 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 da. Third hug is the Hollywood hug. You see your loved one far into the field, sunflowers. Da 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 da. You jump and hug. Tits get squashed. Not mine because I don't have anybody. And finally, the pre-sex hug. Coupled with a Matt Hancock hug. Last cultural difference, mustaches. Spain, we love a good mustache. My ex-husband had one of these very prickly mustaches. You know, the kind, I loved it. Every time he kissed me, he'd brush my teeth, kind of. Not so good on the nipples, felt like a toilet brush, but hey, I went out with an American once, and he always had this white mustache. It was milk. Disgusting milk. I also have a mustache. Ladies with a mustache, raise your hand. Okay, some in denial over there. Ruth, I can tell right away. Ladies, we shouldn't be ashamed of our mustaches. In Spain, we have a saying, mujer con bozo, coño sabroso. And that translates to, women with a fuzzy has a yummy pussy. Oh, now she's raising her hand. Too late, too late. That's cultural cauldron for you. Next, Pippa.
That's dinner.
That's dinner. So my parents were over here before the COVID. And the first thing my mom says, you know your older sister, she has invited us to the Bahamas. Everything paid for. So I thought, so I took them to Hastings. Yeah, Hastings is a nice place. Sunniest place in the UK. But then we went to Brighton and they say they are the sunniest place in the UK. Now call me stupid, but isn't the sunniest place in the UK Gibraltar? Just say, and give it back. Okay. Give it back. My dad's not happy that I'm here either. He says, you are in the land of the pirates. Pirates. They stole our Spanish gold. I go, Dad, that was 400 years ago. Plenty of time to give it back. They destroy our Spanish Armada. And I go, what, you want that back too? No, we just want our dignity back. And he hates Henry VIII. He says, he took our beautiful Spanish queen, put her into exile so he could shout the tartamboline. Your lockdown because, he kept to the rule of 6, but kept them socially distanced, My dad has his own history channel in his head, right? Yeah, I say, Dad, that gold, it wasn't even ours. We stole it from the Incas and the Aztecs. He goes, fake news. Give it back. My dad has one thing on his bucket list, and that is to invade Gibraltar. Right? He has it all planned out. He says, we wait for the moment when the tide goes out in the year, we walk right in. Right? And it's true, there's a moment where it goes out, we could walk right in, beach parasols, lay down our towels, which is the universal language for this is my space, right? This is my space. Imagine the headline news, Spain invade Gibraltar. First in the history of warfare, the flip-flop invasion! So no, in Spain we don't like pirates. Every woman is told never date a pirate. Once he fingers you, you're hooked. That is the bluest joke I have. Well, what did you think, people? Yeah, Dad's doing good or bad? Okay. Now football feast. Are we into football here? Okay, maybe we don't do football feast just because there's a football. Okay. So, how are we doing? I think Sheffield Man has to be the comedy critic. So far, how has this been?
Good.
Good? Okay.
Good. I wouldn't order any of that though.
You wouldn't what?
No, I wouldn't order that.
You wouldn't order any of those. Oh my God, Barbara. He's a hard man. How long were you together? How long have you been together?
11 years. But
He looks like a kind man.
It's only saying that because I can't remember.
Okay,
46.
46 years. That deserves an round of applause. Yeah! Okay, so we're turning it over because you don't want football feast.
Wow.
Oh, you wanted football feast?
No,
you don't.
Impressed by the
They're like,
technology.
no. Okay, so we're taking it to Paola and the designer. Designer. It's your turn, designer.
Political player.
Oh no.
What does it say?
Last.
Designer. Yeah, so this one you pick last. Okay, Paula, maybe you pick because this designer, he's rich, but that's it,
The Spanish song salad.
Which one? A Spanish song. Okay, so this is the quiz part of my show. I'm going to sing some songs, and you decide whether they are made in Spain or not made in Spain. Okay? Okay. First song. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? Made in Spain or not made in Spain? No. ABBA. Have you wondered why they used the name Fernando? I'll tell you why. Can you hear the drums, Yorick? No, I don't want to hear the drums with Yorick. I want to hear the drums with Fernando, right? That's why they Fernando. Yorick, no. Next song. The rain in Spain sits mainly in the plain. It's made in Spain? No, my fair lady. Again, why the Spanish reference? They could have well said, the rain in UK sits mainly everywhere. All that rain in the lane, down the drain. It's a strain, what a pain. I'm going insane. Go to Spain. If they really wanted that rhythm. Okay, next song. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te despacito. Made in Spain or not made in Spain? No, exactly. Made in Puerto Rico. Despacito. Have you noticed that when you put cito at the end of the word, it sounds really cute? Like, come on here and sit beside me, Simoncito. Or, doctor, can you check my hemorrhoidcitos? It just makes it much cuter. So last song. Ponle alegría a tu cuerpo, Macarena. Ponle alegría a tu cuerpo, cosa buena. Macarena. Yes, it is. See, yeah, it's a Spanish song. Now, Spanish people, Paula, you will agree with me, we are a little embarrassed by this song, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it's a catchy tune. but we have powerful dances like flamenco. Yeah, we are best known for a rumba version of head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes, And then a Spanish song salad, my quiz part of the show. Give Paula a round of applause. Yeah! Okay, designer, you better pick well.
Absolutely cooking.
Oh God, oh my God, a thorn in my heart, So everybody knows about the Catalan situation. Some good things have come out of it. My American friends now know that Spain is a country in Europe. So this is a map. This is a map, right? Sorry, Portugal's not there because it's really part of Spain. Don't laugh. It was part of Spain until very recently, 1668. So this is Madrid. I'm from Madrid. We are in the middle of the peninsula, right in the middle. So when the Catalans say, "Oh, you people from Madrid, you think you're the center of everything?" Well, we are. We are the center of. This has been going for a long time. To give you context, as a child, I told you I went to a nun school in Madrid, and they taught us to respect all people, colors, cultures, except the Catalan bastards who want to separate from Spain. Because the Catalans, yeah, they've always wanted to separate. They're like the Scots, except a bit more sober, but it's exactly the same. And anyway, if they separate, what are we going to be left with? Castilla-La Mancha? The land of the windmills that no longer work? The land of our dysfunctional folk hero, Don Quixote? Let me explain. Your folk hero, Robin Hood, he steals from the rich to give to the poor. He has a purpose. Our folk hero, Don Quixote, he fights with windmills. Your folk hero is a socialist, left-wing kind of, think Jeremy Corbyn in tights. Well, no, maybe not. No, I don't think. Our folk hero, Don Quixote, he's in love with a whore and thinks she's a princess. Like my ex-husband, he left with a whore neighbor. So anybody know any Catalans here? No? Okay, tell them please stay, please, we need your money. You're not, you have a Catalan? No, thank God, okay. It's so bad that I even carry, something I would never do. Yeah, just in case. It's a Catalan. Good, designer, you got through it. Well done. Next, give me another one.
Me? Holy hot pot.
By the way, you're a designer. How is this design? Is it like... He went, okay, that says it all. He goes, we're doing fucking start. Okay. Okay, holy hot pot. So it's hard being a Catholic. Paola, Portugal, you're Catholics now. Okay, it's hard being a Catholic. We are very needy people. We'll be going like, Jesus love me, Jesus love me. I feel guilty all the time. I feel guilty for asking you to love me. Very different from the born-again Christians. They'll be like, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Jesus loves me. What a wonderful day. No doubt in their minds. No doubt. That is what I call healthy religious self-esteem. Or the Protestants. The working branch of Christianity, they're like, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. God helps those who help themselves, hi-ho. They don't care if Jesus loves them, because they're rich. Finally, the Lutherans, the depressive side of Christianity. They sit there dressed in black. If it's a sunny day, they sometimes wear gray. And after a show, a lady comes up to me and says, you know, I'm a Lutheran, and I sometimes wear red. I go, well, I'm a Catholic, and I sometimes lie, steal, and cheat. And for this part, with all due respect, every religion has a headgear kind of thing. The Jewish people have the kippah, the Hindu have the bindi, but when it comes to standing out from the crowd, nothing beats a Catholics. Nothing beats us Catholics. Scarier version. This is from medieval times. Nothing to do with the Ku Klux Klan. In fact, we're going to sue them because they're not only racist and bigots, they couldn't come up with their own creepy costume. Designer, what do you think of this creepy costume?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. There you go. Black and white party. Black and white party. Now, Spain, in this week, the Holy Week, we pray a lot, right? We pray a lot. 1 week later, because that's a good thing, we pray hard, but party harder. Holy hot pot. Yeah, I think, he's going like, yeah, we could like it. Thank you very much. Yes, no, we got 2 more. Festival fries, and then we'll do the paella. Festival fries, okay. Biggest controversy in Spain, bullfighting. I am against bullfighting, but my dad supports it. I go, Dad, you can't do this. This is such a primitive tradition. He goes, no, not primitive. We are very advanced. We sell online tickets. And for the record, the matador invented the sparkle. It is called the bull ring bling. What? So in Spain, there is a lot of primitive traditions. Remember we used to throw a live goat from a church steeple? Shh! We don't do that anymore, designer. Now we throw a dead goat from a church steeple. We're making progress. We have a festival where we throw tomatoes at each other. Tomatoes, right? La tomatina. Tomatoes up to here, tomatoes. Italians that go there, look at them. Oh, mamma mia, all that wasted spaghetti sauce. Vegetarians go start crying. You're killing our food source. Sorry, but what's a vegetarian doing in Spain? It's hard for us to get a grasp, right? I took my vegetarian friend to Madrid. I tell my mom, by the way, she doesn't eat meat. My mom goes, oh, she poor. Oh, Mom, she's not poor. So imagine trying to explain vegans to her. And my mom surprises me. She goes, I know all about vegans. I've seen Star Trek, Dr. Spock, pointy ears. I go, Mom, that's not vegan, that's Vulcan. And of course, the biggest fiesta we have is Pamplona, the running of the bulls, also known as Americans Go to the Hospital, right? Because they're the only ones that Spanish people trained for years to run the bulls. Americans, they read Hemingway, the fiesta, the sun also rises, and they want to be brave and heroic. You want to be brave and heroic in Spain? Eat criadillas. Bull's testicles, yeah. I think the world expects too much from Spain. We are a beach destination. Our tourism slogan is Visit Spain. It's sunny, and that's it. Well, right now it's Visit Spain, it's sunny, and we need your money, but it's a festival prize. We'll finish with designer. You can now say this.
Can we finish with political facts?
Yes, we can. Yeah, round of applause. Yeah. Okay, I cannot not talk about Brexit, right? Because it's been hard for everybody, all the foreigners, and everybody else too. Even Boris. I mean, he has to deal with the Gibraltar thing, with the Northern Ireland thing. Gibraltar, Northern Ireland. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And one of the questions is, what's going to happen with Brexpat dogs? Well, I guess a whole different meaning to the command, stay! I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried at all until in one of the gigs, a lady came up and said, go back to where you come from. I know, I thought, this is super harsh. But it got me thinking, well, what if everybody goes back to where they come from, right? I get to go back to Spain. But some people are going to have to go back to Milton Keynes. Southend on Sea. Anyway, I now have a British boyfriend. Yeah, I know. And he says that worst comes to worst, we'll get married. All it took was a national referendum. He voted to remain. I think he meant remain unmarried, but it might happen. Some people aren't worried about it. You're not worried because more than 9 years. What about you? Are you worried?
Maybe for a couple months.
Oh, okay, so you're past it. Some people aren't worried. I live in an area where there's a lot of French people. They're not worried at all. They're like, no. C'est pas possible. They will never kick us out. We bring the culture, the wine, the cheese, the joie de vivre. I hope their applications are stuck. Is that what I'm saying? But some things have changed because of Brexit. You know that program, Place in the Sun? Yeah. Used to go like this. We're here in sunny Spain with our British couple, helping them find a dream home. And here we have a 12-bedroom villa, 3 swimming pools. It comes with a yacht, all for £20. That's over! Thank you, Brexit! No, it's going to be different. They're planning on renaming it. It's going to be called A Place in the Bloody Rain. And it'll go something like this. Oh, we're here with a British couple in rainy England trying to find them anywhere to live. And this is an apartment, used to be a closet. It's going for £3 million. Thank you, Brexit. People say that I criticize the government sometimes too much. My friends say, well, if you had 1 minute with Boris Johnson, what would you say? And I thought about it, and I thought, well, what I would say, Mr. Boris, you've got to let me know. Can I stay or can I go now? If I stay, I won't be trouble, but not knowing I do struggle. My application went in May. Please let me stay, don't let me go. So I've been doing the show with this application. I did put it in May for the EU settlement status, and it seems that this Migration Matters did the miracle because 2 days ago it was approved. Yay! Folks, this is the end of my show. You've been a great audience. Thanks everybody for coming. We did it. Sam, we did it. Pippa, we did it. I want to just say one last word. There are a lot of people behind the show, not only migration, but you just see me, right? And we put this show together because we really think that the world is like a tapas menu. We are all different, but it is when we come together that life becomes a feast. Migration Matters. My name is Sonia Job. There's supposed to be music and I'm going to go. Thank you very much. I think you can't stay, but you've been great. I'm going to take a photo.